Both were Christians. Both were Africans. But now, what they started, Kachaka courts or reconciliation villages help them come together. They're living together. Leave alone our own Manipur, Manipur. Meiteis and Kukis were fighting, right? In fact, we brought them here to Bangalore, and we are educating at St. Joseph's University and other places, we're educating both Meiteis and Kukis. And I called their leaders, I said, tell you set an example to your people back in Manipur that you here, Meiteis and Kukis, work together towards peace. You know what the leaders did? Father, if I do this now, I cannot go back. I'll be killed. But I tell you, after 2 years, recently I had a meeting with the students, both Meiteis and Kukis. They were living in the same hostel, same room, and one of them told me, we were divided. But today, after living together for 2 years, we have become a family. Between Meiteis and Kukis, we have become not friends, we have become a family. Students, youngsters taught us this lesson. National borders are lines on maps, not limits on compassion. Dialogue is more powerful than division. Cultural exchange is a silent diplomacy. There are cultural exchanges like music, dance, and all that. There is no religion for that. They're all together. Same thing, fear builds borders, knowledge dismantles them. There should be seeds of peace should be sown. Imagine, seeds of peace brings teens from conflict zones like Palestine, Israel, India, Pakistan together at the summer camps in the US. There are summer camps, Palestinians, Israelites, Christians, Muslims, Indians, Pakistan are together studying there. No division, no discord. Youth are not just future leaders, they are current change makers. Therefore, I'm saying take common causes like Malala, Yusuf, as well as Greta Thunberg. They come to common cause to save nature. Can you do that also? Take common causes to save our nature today. Nature is in trouble, you know that. The heat is increasing. Therefore, can we come have common causes? Even in Bangalore, it was supposed to be a garden city. Now, and when we were small, there are no fans at all, not at all fans. Now, everywhere there are fans, there are ACs. Why? Environment is changed. Climate is changed. Therefore, we have to come together as for common causes. True religion seeks unity, not uniformity. Imagine Pope John Paul II called for this peace meet in Assisi in Rome, Italy. And from Bangalore, Dr. Timmapeg and some others all participated there. It's not only a peace meet, like this should be a peace meet only. It's not only meeting, it should be living. Peace living, not peace meeting, peace living after this. After we go back, how will we? That is more important. Small acts of peace ripple across continents. Like a helping hand can echo louder than a policy. Example, in India and Pakistan, grassroots movements like Agas e Dosti, beginning of friendship, foster cross-border friendship among students, exchanging letters, postcards, and all that. One of our Jesuit fathers, remember, one of the Jesuit fathers went to Pakistan. In fact, he went before that, he went to some schools in India, asked them to write their letters to their friends in Pakistan, unknown friend in Pakistan. He went to Pakistan, first time said, "You are our enemies," he said, one of the students. Then his father said, no problem. Now, can you write a letter to your, convert him into a friend, and write a letter to him? He wrote, exchange letters. 100 letters, 100, started 100 letters, became 500, then became 800, 1,000, and he finally went into 3,000 letters between two people. India and Pakistan, students. Hope is the most borderless force of all. Where hope endures, peace can follow. After the devastating earthquake in Turkey and Syria, did people see they are Muslims or Christians or Buddhists or Jains? All people help each other. That exactly should be humanity. Go beyond religion towards humanity. I remember this golden mean. This particular word is all a classic Jewish anecdote that beautifully illustrates a golden mean or the golden or middle path we call in Buddhism, the Madhyama Marga, middle path. Okay, comes from the Talmud. Talmud is a Jewish text, Jewish book, a Jewish religious book. And here, one day, a non-Jew approached two famous rabbis. Rabbi is a Jewish leader, Shammai and Hillel, with a peculiar request. He said, I will convert to Judaism, but only if you can teach me the entire Torah. Torah is a Jewish religious book, while I stand on one foot. One sentence only. Shammai, a strict legalist, the religionist, okay, he followed religion, was outraged by what he saw as a mockery. He drew the man away with a builder's rod in his hand. One rod, he said, get away from here, he said. But then the man went to Hillel, other school. He was a spiritual man, known for his wisdom and gentleness. Hillel responded with profound simplicity. He said, now this is important. What is hateful to you, do not do to your fellow. This is the whole Torah. The rest is commentary. Go and learn it. I found this in every religion, every religious book. Do to unto others what you want others to do to you, and do not do to others what you do not want others to do to you. Yes, dear friends. In Indonesia is a majority Muslim country, right? It's a peaceful country. You know why? They teach in the schools what is called as religious moderation. There should be religious moderation in our religion as well. Every religion should have some moderation. Therefore, I feel the offense. Let's build more Ram Rahim Nagars in India and across the world. I want to read out this one. Right up to you. What is education? I'm in education field for the last 25 years and more. I want to read out this to you. What is education? At the end of World War II, now see, everywhere there are wars going on in the world today. In this context, I want to read out this. At the end of World War II, this letter was found in a Nazi concentration camp. It is addressed to teachers like all of us. And you know that Nazi concentration camp, Hitler got killed 6 million Jews, 5 million Jews and 1 million Jewish children. 6 million. And the Jews are not, Jews is a race. Jews could be Jews by religion, Christians or others also, by race. And he said, this letter, dear teachers, I'm a survivor of a concentration camp. My eyes saw what no man should witness. Gas chambers built by learned engineers. Children poisoned by educated physicians. Infants killed by trained nurses. Women and babies shot and burned by high school and college graduates. So, I'm suspicious of education. My request is, help your students become human. Your efforts must never produce learned monsters, skilled psychopaths, educated illiterates. Reading, writing, arithmetic are important only if they serve towards making our children more humane. I went this with Buddhist chant. Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami, Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you.
Thank you, Father. and Honorable Vice Chancellor of St. Joseph University. And Father has touched the common cause. Religion, it makes sociological differences. But beyond the sociological differences, we have common causes, that is humanity, divinity, etc. That has been highlighted through Ram Rahim Nagar at village level, at the family level, at individual level, village level, state level, district level. We have to promote this unity, harmony, etc. Father has nicely brought in the golden mean also, and highlighting all the important religion. That is, the end of education is character. The end of education is humility. And the end of education is to serve the society. That is the important aspect. We wholeheartedly thank Father Victor Lobo for his wonderful address and for his time. Now I request Harshavardhan sir to do.
Thank you. Just to acknowledge the words of wisdom of the visionary educationist Father Lobo, I request Senior Monk Bhante Kasaba to honor Victor Lobo sir.
Honoring Father Victor Lobo by Abbot Honorable Kasapa Banteji. Pardon?
Amiji.
ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಹಲಸೂರು ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ಮಠದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದ ಪ್ರಖ್ಯಾತ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಗಳಾದ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಬೋಧ ಸ್ವರೂಪಾನಂದ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ಅವರು ಬಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರ ಸಂಗೋಷ್ಠಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಕೇಳಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೇನೆ.
जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयोश्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः. नमः श्री यतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरहे सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे. Today we have assembled here in this interfaith dialogues on the occasion of Buddha Purnima. I offer my salutations to all the dignitaries on the dais and also my namaskars to all the participants here. Today is thrice blessed day because on this day Lord Buddha took birth, he attained enlightenment as well as nirvana. So that is why it's called thrice blessed day. So I consider it a sacred privilege to participate in this interfaith dialogue hosted by Maha Bodhi Center. As a humble monk of the Ramakrishna order, I bring with me the spirit of Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother Sharda Devi and Swami Vivekananda, whose lives were embodiments of universal love and the harmony of all paths. Today, very nice topic has been selected for this interfaith dialogue, that is peace beyond borders. It is not just a philosophical topic, but it is the urgent spiritual need in this era of conflict, tension, mistrust, and whatnot. So we need to provide the spiritual healing in this fractured world. The borders may separate lands, but they never divide hearts. While political boundaries are often necessary for governance, the deeper borders of race, religion, caste, ideology, and ego or born of ignorance. In Vedanta, the Upanishads declare Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. All this is indeed Brahman. When we see this, borders begin to dissolve. When we say Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the whole world is a village, but it's our samsara, that all the borders will dissolve here. Albert Einstein once said, science without religion is lame, religion without science is blind. Science can denature plutonium, but not the wickedness of human heart. We have conquered the atom, but not our anger. We have built satellites, but not peace in slums. Science gives us power, but not purpose. For the transformation of the heart, we must look inward toward spiritual realization. Here, what I mean when the Father said that religion divides, whereas spirit unites. In this respect, I would like to mention that spirituality, that has to come from some other source. Here, the religion which teaches about the existence of the omnipresent, almighty, moral values and the significance of humanity. Swami Vivekananda has given many definitions about religion. One of the famous definitions is religion is the manifestation of divinity already in man. Each soul is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest this divinity by controlling nature, external and internal. Do this either by work or worship or psychic control or philosophy, by one or more or all of these, and be free. This is the whole of religion. This teaching is both deeply spiritual and profoundly practical. If we choose selfless action, that is karma yoga, we serve all beings as God. If we choose devotion, bhakti yoga, we love divine in all. Through meditation, the Raja Yoga, we master the inner world of thought. Through knowledge, Gnana Yoga, we realize the oneness of the self and Brahman. All these paths lead to inner freedom, and inner freedom leads to outer peace. There is a well-known story from the life of Buddha. A man once approached him and said, I want peace, because peace is, all of us, we want peace. And that the topic of this one is peace without, beyond borders. How to attain this? In our individual life, a man approached and asked Lord Buddha, I want peace. The Buddha replied, remove the I, that is the ego. Remove the want, that is desire. What remains is peace. In the Ramakrishna tradition, Holy Mother Sharada Devi once gave a last message to the devotee. But I tell you one thing, if you want peace of mind, do not find fault with others. Rather, see your own fault. Learn to make the whole world your own. This is what Holy Mother Sharada Devi taught as well as she practiced in her daily life. True peace begins with conquest of our inner disturbances, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsara. Without this, international treaties and policies remain superficial. Peace is an inside and out process. Peace is not only a feeling or ideal, it is service in motion. Swami Vivekananda, when he started the Ramakrishna mission, he gave the clarion call. The motto is Atmano Mokshartam Jagaditaya Cha, for one's own liberation and for the welfare of the world, which guides the Ramakrishna mission's global efforts in education, healthcare, and disaster relief, and more. A shining example we can give of Sister Nivedita, who left everything in the England and then she came here. She served the plague victims and educate girls in India. When asked why, she simply said, India is my mother. That is compassion beyond borders, not pity, but shared identity. The harmony of religions is one of the important topic of the interfaith dialogues. Today, interfaith dialogue is not a luxury, it is a necessity. but it must go beyond mere tolerance, which implies putting up with differences. What Sri Ramakrishna lived and taught was something deeper, active acceptance that all sincere spiritual paths lead to the same goal. The speciality of Sri Ramakrishna is that whenever he gives the teachings, he gives with some example, day-to-day life. We call it as drishtanta kategalu, parables. One such parable is like this. A man once went into a forest and saw a beautiful creature on a tree. He ran back and told his friends, I saw a red chameleon. Another said, no, it is green. A third, it is blue. Others insisted it was yellow, purple. Soon they were all arguing and fighting. Then a wise man who lived under the tree said, you are all right. You are all right. The chameleon is such a creature, it changes its color constantly. Sometimes it is red, sometimes green, blue, or yellow. And sometimes it has no color at all. It is the same chameleon. Sri Ramakrishna would say, God is like that chameleon. The absolute is beyond name and form, but takes on many names and forms according to time, place, and person. This parable cuts through dogma. It tells us that no single religion owns the truth, just as no one can own the sun. Truth is infinite and human perception is limited. What is not needed is not just tolerance, but the wisdom to honor the diversity of spiritual experience. Another beautiful example Sri Ramakrishna gives a parable of water in the pond. God is one, but people call him by different names. In a pond, the Hindus draw water and call it jal. The Muslims draw water and call it pani. The Christians call it water. The substance is the same, though the name is different. He went on to explain, each religion is like a path to reach the same goal. Some may call that path Hinduism, others Islam, Christianity, or another name, but all are heading toward the same divine reality. The essence of the story is that the truth is universal, and while religious practices and terminologies may differ, the underlying divine reality is the same, just as jal, pani, water all refer to the same substance, water. So too do different religions point out the same ultimate truth, God. This is the very heart of interfaith harmony, to see beyond our narrow vision. The Ramakrishna order in promoting interfaith understanding. The Ramakrishna order, founded in 1886 by Ramakrishna, continues to carry forward the legacy of its founders by promoting the principles of universal spirituality, tolerance, and service to humanity. The order operates under the belief that the core essence of all religions is the same, a love for God and the service of humanity. This approach is exemplified in the activities of the Ramakrishna Mission, which runs in educational institutions, hospitals, orphanages, relief operations, focusing on the well-being of the people regardless of their religious background. Service to when we reflect the teachings of Sri Ramakrishna, his famous statement, service to God is service to God. The monks of Ramakrishna order continues to engage in the dialogue with other faiths, often participating in interfaith seminars, conferences, and collaborative social service projects. So, Sri Ramakrishna is one of the important, after he practiced several religions, apart from the practicing the Hinduism in different paths, as well as he practiced Christianity as well as the Islam. And then he explained, as jato mat tato pat, as many faiths, so many paths. Furthermore, Sri Ramakrishna emphasized service to humanity as an essential aspect of spiritual life. He believed that serving others, particularly the poor and the suffering, was a direct way to worship God, as God resides in all beings. This emphasis on selfless service was central to his teachings and differed from the more common focus on compassion, which can sometimes be interpreted as passive sympathy, to the active engagement of seva, selfless service as a form of devotion. Genesis was in Sri Ramakrishna's room at Dakshineshwar, once they were reading from the Vaishnava literature how to see God. Three important teachings comes there. One is Name Ruchi. We should have the taste in the name of God. We should repeat God's name. Second, Vaishnava Seva. Serve the sadhus and holy people. And the third one, Jive Daya. First two, somehow we agreed. The third, when they uttered, was discussing Jive Daya. Immediately he went to a trance and came down and told, who are you to show compassion to human beings? You can only serve the God who is running this entire universe. You can show compassion. You cannot show compassion to human beings. You can only serve. This a 19 or 20 years lad, a young man by name Narendranatha heard this and told his friends afterwards, today I learned a great secret, great saying. If God gives the strength, I will broadcast all over the world. With this in the background, Swami Vivekananda started Ramakrishna Mission with the motto Atmano Mokshartam Jagaditayacha, service of God in man, Atava Shivagnane Jiva Seva. Because each soul is potentially divine. The divinity is there in me, in others. When we serve others, it is as good as serving Lord. With this attitude, we have to serve. That comes from the Sri Ramakrishna, which Swami Vivekananda implemented in his life. So, Swami Vivekananda participated in a number of interfaith dialogue, particularly the World Parliament of Religions held in 1893. September 11, his famous lectures started with Sisters and Brothers of America. He advocated for tolerance, respect, and acceptance of all religions, stating that the true religion is not defined by dogma but by the realization of divinity within. He gave a lot of definitions, which I already mentioned, as the religion is the manifestation of divinity already in man. Religion is being and becoming. Religion consists in realization. Religion is the highest glory of man. After having experienced the highest attainment in religion and having seen this, his great master say repeatedly that all religions lead to the same goal, Swami Vivekananda stood on the world stage to declare the truths of religion. The comparative religion, study of various religions, especially Swami Vivekananda's views on them, will reveal that there is spiritual entity in all religions. In every religion, there is essential truth and also non-essential casket in which this jewel lies. All religions are good since the essentials are the same. Essential, that is, central truth, remains the same, whereas non-essentials undergo change depending on the needs, surroundings, and human nature. To quote Swami Vivekananda's discovery, all of religion is contained in the Vedanta, that is, in three stages of Vedanta philosophy: Dvaita, Vishishtadvaita, and Advaita. One comes after the other. These are the three stages of spiritual growth in man. Each one is necessary. This is the essential of religion. The Vedanta applied to the various ethnic customs and creeds of India is Hinduism. The first stage, Dvaita, applied to the ideas of ethnic groups of Europe is Christianity. As applied to Semitic groups, Mohammedanism. The Advaita, as applied into yoga perception, is Buddhism. Now, religion is meant Vedanta. The applications must vary according to the different needs, surroundings, and other circumstances of different nations. Then, what are the differences which makes different religions quarrel? It is only at the social level that differences arise. Essentially, all religions speak the same thing, as we saw through Swami Vivekananda's ideas on religions. If we go through the complete works of Swami Vivekananda, there are 9 volumes. He points out errors in different religions. How can these be overcome? Mutual understanding, dialogue, and comparative study of other religions will make them correct their errors and be more Catholic. The great declaration of Swami Vivekananda at Chicago's World Parliament of Religions in its concluding session will forever remain a guidepost to all religions if they are to be universal, if they are to be Catholic, and if they are to be torchbearers to eternity. If the Parliament of Religions has shown anything to the world, it is this. It has proved to the world that holiness, purity, and chastity are not the exclusive possessions of any church in the world, and that every system has produced men and women of the most exalted character. In the face of this evidence, if anybody dreams of the exclusive survival of his own religion and the destruction of others, I pity him from the bottom of my heart and point out to him that upon the banner of every religion will soon be written, in spite of resistance, help and not fight, assimilation and not destruction, harmony and peace, and not dissension. So that's why this is the peace that transcends politics and borders. To conclude, I just tell a small story and then wind up. Once, our senior Swamiji told me when we conducted one such interfaith dialogue in our Purnima, where I was there earlier. Some pigeons were staying in a masjid there because of some function was going on. So they started renovating the masjid and other things. The pigeons all started moving around. Then they saw nearby some temple was there. Then all of them went and stayed there. There also already in that temple also some pigeons were already staying. Pigeons from the masjid also joined together, and they were living happily. Then one day they whispered that the authorities of the temple were talking. Now the temple the Yugadi is coming. We have to make this temple whitewashing, other things. Then they felt that, oh, now we cannot stay. Let us go further. All the pigeons from the masjid as well as those who were already there in the temple, all of them went further and further, and they saw one big church. They were already there also some pigeons were living. These pigeons from the masjid and the temple also went and stayed there. And there also some painting, etc. was to be done. Further it went, their big building was there, high-rise building. Then they started living there. It was by the roadside, one big building. Then one day they were living, all of them in the very cordially and with peaceful manner they were living. But one day suddenly on the road, main road, some two processions were coming from opposite directions, and when they met together, there was a Allah Gullah. There was so much quarrel and fighting took place. Two different communities were coming in a procession, then they start beating and quarreling, all those things. There was big sound it was making. Naturally, the pigeons also got disturbed. Then one baby pigeon asked its mother, what is going on? Though so much noise is going on in this peaceful atmosphere like that. Then mother pigeon told the baby, no, there's some community, they were traveling, they were going in opposite direction. When they met together, they quarreled like that. Then they told about the different communities. Then the baby pigeon asked its mother, mother, you told that some of us pigeons from the temple also we are here, some masjid also we are here, church also we are here, but we are living peacefully. But why they are quarreling? Then mother pigeon told the baby that, you see, they are not living like us in the high place. That's why they are quarreling. But the story is that we cannot live like the pigeons in the high-rise buildings or the high buildings, but we can raise our minds to the higher levels. That's why a famous one American philosopher says, historian says, you will be doing the greatest service to the humankind not by raising the roofs of the building, but raising the minds of men. So our duty as a religion, those who are practicing religion, our duty is how to raise the minds of people. This is what it is needed. It is the crux of these interfaith meetings. That's why the Vedic prayer also I said. With that I conclude. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. This is, may all beings be happy, may all be free from disease, may all see auspiciousness, may none suffer. This is what the universal prayer, the Hindu prayer for all. Let us be dedicated this prayer to all humanity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Swamiji, for your wonderful insights. Right from we thank Swamiji. Now it is a book release. ನೀವು ಮತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳು. Swamiji has touched upon the Vasudaivaka Kutumbakam, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma, and also we have borders and territories created by human beings. Behind the borders, behind territory, what is uniting is the bonding of hearts. That is very important in this context. So book release ಆಯಿತು ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಫೋಟೋ ಸೆಷನ್ಗೆ ಐ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ಫಾರ್ ರಿಲೀಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಬುಕ್ ಯು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. honoring the Swamiji. Okay. Now on behalf of Mahabodhi Society, we are felicitating Swamiji Bodha Swarupananda for his presence and his wonderful address. Peace behind borders. ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ಅವರು ಹೊರಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನೋ ಬೇರೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ. Now I request Karnataka Minority Development Commission Chairman Sri Nizar Ahmad sir to deliver his address. Thank you, Swamiji, for your time and insights.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಬುದ್ಧಿಸ್ಟ್ ಸಮಾಜ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬುದ್ಧ ಪೂರ್ಣಿಮಾದ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು. Dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, as a Muslim, the holy text for the Muslims is called as Quran. And this book is called in the Quran itself, and it is the revelation from the Creator, not any creation of any human being. He is the creator for all the worlds, universe, Rabbul Alameen, creator of the universe. He is the creator and everything is his creation. The entire humanity is his creation. We are all born to one single father and mother. We are the children of one father and one mother, those who are living in this world. We are now divided into various religions, castes, communities, etc., etc. We have our own borders, physical and religious, caste and community, class, race, etc., etc., etc. But ultimately, we are brothers and we are the children of the same father and mother. Our Creator is called as Rahman, most merciful. Rahim, we say Ar-Rahmanur Rahim, most benevolent. And the Creator has commanded us, the human beings. This book is the book of guidance according to Quran. If you read Quran, it will say, this book is the book of guidance to all humanity. It is not a book of Muslims, guidance to Muslims only. It is not the holy book of Muslims. It is the holy book, a guidance book, is for all the humanity. It's a misconception that is only book of Muslims. No, it's not the holy book of Muslims. It is for you, it is for me, everybody. If we call ourselves human being, it is for us. That is why in the holy book, in the Quran, it says, when you meet each other, your salutation should be, Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you. The salutation we make to each other, most of us know, Assalamu alaikum, we address, we salute, we wish, peace be upon you. And the reply the other person has to give is, peace be upon you too. Wa alaikum assalam. Peace be upon you too. Peace be upon you. Mercy be upon you. Benevolence be upon you. This is the message. And everybody says, every religion says, Quran says, I wish. There are translations in every language now about this holy book, which is meant for all the humanity. It says it's for all the humanity. So we should read it to understand. Most of the Muslims have not read and understood it. Even if we have read only without understanding it, because it is in a Arabic language. It is not in our local languages. Many Muslims just read it without understanding the meaning of it, unfortunately. Very few of them are there who can read and understand the language, who knows the language. Or we can go through the translations. To understand what is a religion, the best way is to read the scriptures. Then we can understand exactly, say, we should not go on the knowledge which is spread through the WhatsApp universities. We should forget about that. That is all to spread hatred. That is also divide us. Anyway, we will not take much of your time. Quran, if you read, there are several chapters, hundreds of chapters saying service to the humanity is service to the God. Your salvation is service to the humanity. And it says, no, not Muslims. Everybody, if you want any salvation hereafter, we believe in hereafter, after the death, life after death, you will be accounted for your whatever actions you have done, whatever deeds you have done in this life. That one has to give the account, and accordingly he will be rewarded or punished. So, all those things, that reward and punishment will depend upon how you serve the humanity, the creatures, his creatures. All the human beings, animals, living things, non-living things, maybe a plant. So the Islam says, the holy book of not Muslims, I am sorry, it is not the holy book of Muslims, it is the holy book of humanity. Quran, it says that service to the poor, service to the orphan, service to the widowed, service to the destitute, service to a person who is having any problem, issues, help them, then you find the salvation. That is the salvation, not worshipping. Worship will not give you any reward. Worship is definitely thanking the Creator, that's all. You have to thank for all the things which has given to the humanity, all of us. But to achieve the salvation, you have to serve the humanity. That only going to give you the rewards hereafter in this world and both the worlds. So ultimately, I will not take any much of your time. I will conclude my talk with saluting you, all of you. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Salam walaikum and walaikum salam. Okay, the common thread of all the religion is service to humanity. Okay, service to the poor. So Islam, one who practices Islam is a Muslim. Now, I request Dr. Rajaram Sir, BV, to come and read the minister's message, Priyanka Gandhi. Priyanka Karge. Priyanka Karge. He is very busy. He's in Gulbarga, I think so. ಬನ್ನಿ ಸರ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ನಡುವೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸರ್ಕಾರದವರು ಒಂದು ಇದು ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಟಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್. ಪ್ರತಿ ಹಬ್ಬದ ದಿನದಂದು ಕಾರಾಗೃಹದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಿಸನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವೀಟ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಿಸ್ನರ್ಸ್ಗೆ, ಕೈದಿಗಳಿಗೆ. ಈ ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂಬೇಡ್ಕರ್ ಜಯಂತಿ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ 14 ಮತ್ತು ಬುದ್ಧ ಜಯಂತಿ ಮೇ 12ರಂದು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾರಾಗೃಹಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಸಿಹಿಯನ್ನು ಹಂಚಿ ಕೈದಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಆದೇಶವನ್ನು ಹೊರಡಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸರ್ಕಾರದವರು.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಗ್ರಾಮೀಣಾಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಮತ್ತು ಪಂಚಾಯತ್ ರಾಜ್ನ ಸಚಿವರು ಶ್ರೀ ಪ್ರಿಯಾಂಕ್ ಖರ್ಗೆ ಅವರನ್ನು ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಮಾರಂಭವನ್ನು ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ವಿನಂತಿಸಿದ್ವು. ಅವರು ಅವರ ಮೊದಲಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು. ಆದರೆ ಬದಲಾದ ಕೆಲವು ಸನ್ನಿವೇಶ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳಿಂದಾಗಿ ಅವರು ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ನಮಗೊಂದು ಸಂದೇಶವನ್ನು ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಸಂದೇಶವನ್ನು ನಾನು ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಜಗತ್ತಿಗೆ ಶಾಂತಿ, ಸಾಮರಸ್ಯ ಹಾಗೂ ಜ್ಞಾನೋದಯವನ್ನು ನೀಡಿದ ಗೌತಮ ಬುದ್ಧರು ಮಾನವ ಜನಾಂಗಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊಸ ಹಾದಿ ತೋರಿದರು. ಅವರ ಜಗತ್ತಿಗೆ ನೀಡಿದ ಸಂದೇಶ ಹಾಗೂ ಪ್ರತಿಪಾದಿಸಿದ ಮೌಲ್ಯಗಳು ಜಡ್ಡುಗಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ ಜಾತಿ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಅಸಮಾನತೆಯ ಸಂಕೋಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಲುಗಿದ್ದ ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊಸ ಬೆಳಕನ್ನು ನೀಡಿತು. ವಿಶ್ವದ ಅನೇಕ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಗಳು ಇಂದು ಬುದ್ಧ ಪ್ರತಿಪಾದಿಸಿದ ತತ್ವಗಳನ್ನು ಅನುಸರಿಸುತ್ತಿವೆ ಎಂದರೆ ಬುದ್ಧನಲ್ಲಿದ್ದ ಶಕ್ತಿಯು ಅರಿವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನ ಮಹಾಬೋಧಿ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ 69 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆಗೊಂಡು ಅನೇಕ ಸೇವಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಾ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಬುದ್ಧ ಜಯಂತಿ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೋಧಿ ಸಪ್ತಾಹವನ್ನು ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಮೂಲಕ ಅಬ್ಬಜ್ಜ ತರಬೇತಿ, ವಿವಿಧ ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರವಚನ, ಕಾರ್ಯಾಗಾರ, ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ಶಿಬಿರ, ವಿಚಾರ ಸಂಕಿರಣ, ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆ ರೋಗಿಗಳ ಉಪಚಾರ, ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ, ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಚಿತ್ರಕಲಾ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆ ಮುಂತಾದ ಉಪಯುಕ್ತ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಾ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಬುದ್ಧ ಪೂರ್ಣಿಮೆಯ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ 11/5/2025 ನಡೆಯುವ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಪಾಲ್ಗೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಲ್ಗೊಳ್ಳಲು ನಾನು ಉತ್ಸುಕನಾಗಿದ್ದೆ. ಆದರೆ 10/5/25 ಸಂಜೆ ಕಲಬುರಗಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಪ್ರದೇಶ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಮಂಡಳಿಯ ಆಡಳಿತ ಮಂಡಳಿ ಸಭೆ ನಿಗದಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದು, ಈ ಸಭೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಲ್ಗೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಿದ್ದು ಮರುದಿನ ಸಹ ಕಲಬುರಗಿ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಲ್ಗೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಈ ಕಾರಣದಿಂದಾಗಿ ತಾವು ಆಯೋಜಿಸಿರುವ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಲ್ಗೊಳ್ಳಲು ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಗುತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಲಿ ನಡೆಯಲಿ ಎಂದು ಹಾರೈಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಶ್ರೀ ಪ್ರಿಯಾಂಕ್ ಖರ್ಗೆ ಅವರು, ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಧನ್ಯವಾದವನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
Thank you, Mr. Priyanka Karge, and thank you, Dr. Rajaram sir. Now I request Dr. Tuya Shinidhi Jain Samani to address the gathering.
Maybe podium is very long for me, that's why I'm here. My great salutations to Gurudev Acharya Shri Parshvachandraji Maharaj Sahib. My salutations to Gurudev Dr. Shri Padam Chandraji Maharaj Sahib and all the monks here and all the dignitaries. A very good afternoon to everybody. Everybody has listened to so many things, lot of statistics, lot of data, lot of strategies. Let's talk something practical now. Are you all ready? I just want to ask one question. Are you tired physically? Yes? Are you tired mentally? Yeah. Are you tired emotionally? No. When I was going through the agenda of the program, Interfaith Dialogues, I just happened to see 10-minute slot. So let's do whatever we are going to plan, whatever we are going to execute, we will do in 10 minutes. One thing I want to tell, every religion, every door to spirituality begins with soul. Today's topic is peace beyond borders and how to build in this peace and bring in spiritual healing in a fractured world. This is the topic you all have read. Now, peace doesn't reside somewhere outside. Everybody wants happiness. Is anybody here who wants sorrow? यहाँ पर कोई ऐसा है जिसको सुख नहीं चाहिए और दुख चाहिए? ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? ಸುಖ ಬೇಡ, ದುಃಖ ಬೇಕು. ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಬೇಕಾ? Everybody wants happiness. Now, if I tell you there are a few techniques which you can apply and become very happy, will you be active? Yeah? All the tiredness will go because everything is there in the mind. Recently, I have been working on a book, and I'm writing a book on managing micro emotions in the viral world. You do nothing, but then you feel very tired. You do nothing, but then you're very much exhausted. And you are not ready to understand, because today's world is a world of reaction. So today, in these 10 minutes, we will focus on a journey from reaction to reflection. How many of you are with me to move ahead from the world of reaction to the world of reflection? Yes? Your morning begins not with a prayer. Your morning begins with your WhatsApp, any pinging messages, or some people are just up in the morning and with the binge watching of a television or breaking news. How many of you from past 3-4 days focusing only on social media? कहाँ पर ड्रोन गिरा है, कहाँ पर इंडिया ने क्या किया है, कहाँ क्या हुआ है? Yes, social media has created so much havoc everywhere, and everybody is so much in tension. So you are reacting. Somebody is commenting something and you are reacting for that. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए था, वैसा होना चाहिए था. And there is so much of hatred. What are we supposed to do in this time of conflict? हमें क्या करना चाहिए? Irrespective of n number of peace treaties what the nations sign with any other nation, let us all become ambassadors of peace from within. Every one of us should become an ambassador of peace and make this world a better place to live in. So let us think of some lifelines. When there is the situation of crisis, everybody wants to talk about some lifeline. Will you want to have 4 lifelines? Yes. Today, I'm going to talk about 4 lifelines which will help develop peace from within. So the first lifeline, what I'm going to talk is the very powerful principle from Jain philosophy. What I talk about is ahimsa, non-violence. And we talk about ahimsa paramo dharma. One more thing I want to tell you, it can be any religion, it can be any path you're following, but the universal principles remain the same. It can be Panchashiksha of Lord Mahavira, it can be Panchashila of Lord Buddha, it can be Yam Niyam of Patanjali Yoga. It can be any religion, any understanding, but we have to understand that the universal principles, universal laws remains same across the entire world. This entire universe works on these principles. So the first lifeline is non-violence, that is ahimsa. If I want to ask you one thing, do you really follow ahimsa? Yes? By words? by deeds, by thoughts? How do you follow? We are actually moving ahead towards the journey from reaction to reflection. I want you all to reflect on your own self. Kisne kya kiya hai, that is not important. Who has done what is not important. What are we contributing to the world? मैंने क्या किया है दुनिया के लिए ನಾನು ಜಗತ್ತಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ನನ್ನ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಏನು ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅದು ಮುಖ್ಯ. So what are we up to? Am I following non-violence from myself, from within, from thought level, speech level or deed level? क्या कभी मैंने किसी के लिए बुरा सोचा है? क्या कभी मैंने किसी के लिए बुरा बोला है? या मैंने कभी किसी के लिए बुरा किया है? कभी कोई क्रिकेट चल रहा था वॉर से पहले आईपीएल, और अगर किसी कंट्री का मैच चल रहा है तो लोगों के मन में विचार आता है कि इसकी टांग टूट जाए तो अच्छा है, ये रन आउट हो जाए तो अच्छा है. या बहुत कम ऐसे लोग होंगे जो सोचते हैं कि सही इंसान जीतना चाहिए. What do you think about? So your thoughts, your deeds, your actions, your speech, you have to watch. You have to contemplate. What am I contributing to my family? What am I contributing to my life? What am I contributing to the society? And what am I contributing to the country? What am I contributing to the entire universe? What kind of vibrations am I sending? What kind of energy I'm actually progressing and projecting towards each other? That is the first thing, first lifeline, that is ahimsa. That is non-violence. Let's all promise here that we will practice non-violence from all actions, speech, and thought level, whatever is possible from my side. Let me give my 100%. But you know what? Our subconscious mind is designed in such a way that it is always in a reverse bias. You want to do something good, but then your subconscious mind says, no, no, don't do that. So it is always a reverse bias. और हमेशा मन में यही रहता है, ये करूं या वो करूं. So it is not somebody's fault. It is the subconscious mind which is playing a game. But you have to tame your mind by naming your emotions. What are you actually feeling it right now? The first thing is ahimsa, non-violence. The second lifeline I want to talk about is anekantavad. Mahavir Swami has given such a beautiful principle, a lifeline of anekantavad. Anekantavad is the principle where it talks about multiple faceted life. Truth is always complete. Never say that I am right, you are wrong. Instead, say that we all can be right partly because truth is always complete. Now, one person goes to Himalaya mountain from east direction and takes a photograph. So there are so many practical examples I'm going to give you, relate to your life, relate to your family situations. So one person goes to Himalaya mountain and take a photograph from east direction and says, this is the Himalaya, this is the one which I have seen, and this is the truth. And the person from the west direction takes a photograph and he says, no, this is not the Himalayan mountain. This is what I have taken a picture, and this, my photograph, is the one of Himalaya. Similarly, from north direction and south direction, every person claims that your photograph is wrong, my photograph is right. I want to ask you, what is right and what is wrong? Everybody is right partly. Because it is a two-dimensional photograph, they have their own perspective. उसकी अपेक्षा से वो सही है, इसकी अपेक्षा से ये सही है. लेकिन पूरा सत्य नहीं है. It is not the complete truth. Complete truth will be when everybody gets together and there is a three-dimensional photograph or three-dimensional picture, a three-dimensional model, then only it is the complete truth. You can reflect on this. N number of problems, N number of crises, conflicts in the world can be solved with this single principle of anekantavad. There is a husband-wife in the family, and wife goes to her mother's place because it is a holiday, summer vacation, and husband comes to home He is searching a file. He has a crores deal which has to be signed, and that file is very important. And the husband calls his wife saying, "Where is the file? I'm not getting it." Wife says on the phone, "It is there in the almirah. Just go and search." Husband says, "I am searching in the almirah. Where exactly it is? Where is it? Tell me." Now anger is shooting up. See how the reacting world shooting up anger, and the wife again bangs the phone and keep it. The way you act, you will get the reaction. Newton's law of action says every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Now again, husband was in a panic. He wanted to call again. He called and he said, "Tell me, where is the file?" Wife says, "Go to the almirah. The file is in the second drawer." Now the husband searches everywhere, but he doesn't get the file. He is so much panicked. He is so much frustrated, irritated. And he says, "For God's sake, tell me, where is the file?" Wife says, "Take a deep breath, relax. Where are you exactly searching?" Husband says, "I am searching the second drawer from the top." Wife says, "I told you to see the second drawer. It is there from the bottom." Now, who is right and who is wrong? Can you tell me who is right and who is wrong? Both are right in their own perspectives. Does this happen with you every day in your life? There are so many reacting situations in life. When you are reacting, when you're not understanding, you can clearly mention, "I am not understanding. Kindly elaborate. Kindly give the clarity." Then there is no conflict. If we apply this principle in our day-to-day life, our life becomes very easy and simple. So this is the second lifeline. What is it called? Anekantavad. And in English, if you want to understand, tolerance. Have patience, tolerate, and understand the bigger picture of your life. Is this the one which I actually wanted? The third lifeline. The third lifeline is minimalism, aparigraha. आत्मबंधुओं, अपरिग्रह सिद्धांत है। भगवान महावीर स्वामी ने कहा कि मूर्छा भाव नहीं रखना, उच्छा परिग्रहो वुत्तो. That means you should not have attachment. Minimalism, aparigraha, is not poverty, it is purity. It is where you have to think that God never said, Lord never said, be poor. He never said that. But then, whatever resources you have, stay detached. And when you are detached, you can help more people. If you are attached and if you have only few resources, you will not give away that. So the third lifeline is minimalism, aparigraha. In India, we talk about aparigraha, but when I go to US and every other country, those people say now it is a very trendy word, minimalism. People practice minimalism. That is nothing but aparigraha siddhant of Indian culture, Indian Sanskriti, Shramana Sanskriti. And the fourth lifeline is forgiveness, kshama. Are you ready to forgive yourself? It is so easy to say, yes, I forgive you. But do you really forgive yourself? So if you want peace, don't search outside for technology. Don't search for some techniques outside. It is there from within. Only a peaceful person can be a peacemaker. If you are not peaceful from inside, then you cannot be a peacemaker. You can talk n number of sentences everywhere. You're talking, you're listening, but then be a action taker. Whatsoever, I will take massive action and I will start forgiving myself. How many of you reflect yourself? Are you punishing yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically? Are you punishing yourself? Are you ready to forgive yourself? Because forgiveness should begin from within. When you start forgiving yourself, you might have committed many mistakes. You might have committed many wrong thoughts, negative thoughts. It's okay. But then take a step, a baby step every day. Start forgiving yourself. It's okay. I am a human. To err is human. To forgive is divine. I will forgive today. ನಾನು ನನ್ನನ್ನೇ ಕ್ಷಮಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಕ್ಷಮೆ ಭಾವ ಒಳಗಿಂದ ಬಂದ್ರೇನೆ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೂ ಕ್ಷಮಿಸ್ಬೋದು. So compassion should come from within. And when you start forgiving yourself, then you can see you're radiating positive energy outside. And when you start radiating positive energy outside, you will see your family very happy. You will see your society very happy. You will see the country with all the happiness, peace, and joy. So these are the 4 lifelines I want to tell you. First lifeline is ahimsa. Second lifeline is anekantavad. Third lifeline is aparigraha. And fourth lifeline is kshama bhav, forgiveness. Are you all ready to practice all these 4 lifelines? Because these are the universal principles. And when we start practicing all these things in our day-to-day life, we will see ourselves very peaceful, happy, joyful. So today, take something from here. Today's interfaith dialogue. When you go home, you should understand that yes, today I want to make some sankalpa for myself, and I took some great lessons from here, and I am ready to transform myself to become a better person. Are you all ready to transform yourself from what you are to a next level of transformation? One small step today will create a big change, and let's all become a great ambassador to create peace in our family, in our society, in the country, in the world. Thank you so much. I end my speech with one small quote. I want to complete my speech with one quote. Khamemi save jiva kamantume, itime sava bhuyesu, veram majam nakenai. I ask forgiveness from all the living beings in the universe, and I have no conflict with any living being. I have all the feelings and thoughts of fraternity with all the Maitri Bhav for each and every living being. Let all the living beings forgive, and I also forgive to all the living beings. Thank you.
Thank you, Amani. You have listened to the 4 lifelines. ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಫೆಲಿಸಿಟೇಷನ್ ಟು ಜೈನ್ ಸಮನಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸುಯಾ ಶಿನಿರಿ. Madam, I start you the 4 lifeline of ahimsa, anekantavada, and aparigraha and kshama. Felicitation by Abbot Guru Bante Venerable Kasappa Banteji and the team. Samaniji, what about Asteya and Satya? You did not speak? Book release, huh? One more book release. Now I request the Vice President, Parsi Anjuman, Bengaluru, Mr. Sheriar D. Vakil, to address the gathering. Vakil Saab.
Good afternoon. Can I hear a good afternoon? Good. You're active. Today I've been twice blessed. I've been seated between 2 very senior monks, Venerable Kasappa Mahathera and Venerable Bante Anantera. Thank you very, very much. I feel twice blessed. Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Namaskara. Namaste. Sat Sri Akal. Shalom. Salaam alaikum. Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Venerable dignitaries and monks on the dais and off the dais, I stand before you representing the Parsi community, a minuscule community, to share some of the thoughts. As I always say, in the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And ever since, man has been in pursuit of highlights. One such highlight is this Buddha Purnima. The theme of the day is so very appropriate. The culture of peace beyond borders has always been there, but somehow lay buried. Today, there are dark clouds of war spreading in many parts of the world. Man is fighting man, annihilating mankind. Unseen forces have opened the Pandora's box, releasing evil forces, but carry a little. Along with it, a butterfly called hope was also released. It is this hope that humanity is clinging to, for it shall unravel the layer covering peace beyond borders. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all children of the God, born to different faiths, not by choice, but by design, probably. Yet, all religions have the same precepts. It's as if there is a convergence of all religions. You decide if this is right or wrong. You decide if this is true. Every religion stands on firm pillars. The basic tenet of my religion, Zoroastrianism, is good thoughts, good words, good deeds. Very similar to all religions that are around here. I've tried, in a very small way, as a layman, to peruse through Dhammapada, which also says the same thing. I'm certain it is not different from any religions. From childhood, we have been taught that all religions are equal, none superior than the other, or none inferior than the other. Let us look at the pillars on which every religion stands. When I look at my religion, first pillar is prayers. Prayers lead us to commune with the Almighty, to commune with the divine. We pray hard at times of adversity, like now. As a poet has clearly said, हर चीज मुसब्बे सबब से मांगो, मिन्नत से अदब से मांगो. क्यों फैलाते हो हाथ गैर के आगे, क्यों फैलाते हो हाथ गैर के आगे, और रब के बंदे तो रब से मांगो. Prayers are important. Every religion you have prayers. Every religion. The second pillar, preservation and worship of the sacred fire. We revere the four elements: fire, earth, water, and air. We believe that fire is sacred in all religions. It is divinity worded differently in different religions. The Christians call the Almighty a pillar of light. The Jews call it the burning bush. The Hindus revere fire, Agni. Is this not convergence then? Is this not the same as in every religion? And fire is such where no impurity can survive, and therefore it is the purest medium to which you can commune with the Almighty, a medium. Third pillar are rituals. Performance of rituals bring unity between the spiritual and the physical world. And all religions perform rituals. Be you Christian, a Sikh, a Muslim, a Jain, they all perform rituals. Isn't this conversion or convergence of religions? Fourth, Sadre Kasti. We have these vestures, we wear this. It's like a banyan and with a kind of a sacred thread around our waist to divide the spiritual from the desires. And every Zoroastrian from childhood wears this from the age of 7, where we perform a ceremony called Navjot. Christians perform a ceremony called First Communion. The Jews call it the Bar Mitzvah. And the Hindus also have the sacred thread. Isn't this convergence of religions? Aren't we doing the same thing in different ways? Look at the next one. Purity rules. From childhood, from nursery, we've been taught cleanliness is next to godliness. The spirit of spiritual world are always pure. We are given certain rules of purity in a book called the Vandidad. This is similar to Book of the Manu of the Hindus. Also the Leviticus of Judaism. Isn't this convergence of all religions? Aren't we doing the same thing in a different way, giving it a different kind of a term? Just symbiotics? Let's look at it. So my dear friends, it is this, if this be so, and that all religions are equal, then where is the need for war? Wars are never right. Wars are never right. They are of what's left. Any inhuman activity upon other humans will also always rebound. It is like a boomerang. I throw the boomerang, it comes back to you. And a poet very nicely put it. He says, जो जलाता है किसी को खुद जल जाता है जरूर. जो जलाता है किसी को खुद जल जाता है जरूर. अरे शम्मा भी जलता रहा परवाना जल जाने के बाद. And he goes on to say, दर्द दिल के वास्ते पैदा किया इंसान को. दर्द दिल के वास्ते पैदा किया है इंसान को, वरना इबादत के लिए करोबियां कम नहीं. God has created man to understand man, to serve man, to find compassion in man. Otherwise, for prayers, he's got his angels, noors and hoors. Our approach should be very simple, with malice towards none and love towards all. With malice towards none and love towards all. Life can be enriched by equality, by justice, by empathy, by sympathy, by faith, by hope, by charity, and above all, by love. Love is the most powerful tool that human beings are endowed with, because love transcends the sovereignty of all nations. I say that again. Love transcends the sovereignty of all nations and all its people, be they yellow, black, brown, or white. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm grateful that you've given me this opportunity to stand before you, but more grateful that I'm in the midst of such religious dignitaries that I feel very blessed. God bless you all.
Now is the tool for uniting all human beings in all parts of the world and to cross over the sovereignty, legal barriers, and political barriers. Now it is the felicitation time. We are felicitating Vakil Saab on behalf of Maha Bodhi Society by Venerable Kasappa Banteji and Buddha Datta Banteji. Thank you for your wonderful address. Now we have the representative from the Sikh faith, a devoted ambassador of Seva, selfless service, and unity in diversity, who is none other than Sri Jasbir Singh Tode. I call upon Sir to deliver your address.
वाहेगुरु जी का खालसा वाहेगुरु जी की फतेह Kamaladiga Namaskara. I bring you greetings from the Sikh brothers and sisters in the Sikh community to all of you present here. I wish all my Buddhist brothers and sisters very happy and blissful Buddha Purnima. At this gathering is dedicated to the subject of peace beyond borders. Let us turn to the timeless wisdom of our Guru Granth Sahib, where we find a very profound message of communal harmony and peace. To quote from one of the songs of the Guru Granth Sahib, it says, Awal Allah Noor Upaya Kudrat ke sab bande Ek noor se sab jag upjaya Kaun bale ko mande. Literally, it means that the one creator created this light. All mortals were born from this light. And from this light, the universe was formed. So who are we to judge who is good and who is bad? End of the day, when we talk about peace beyond borders, let us take something from a daily part of every religion. If you look at the daily prayer which Father Obo said, he said that, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. This is a daily prayer of the Christians. You have the Gayatri Mantra also, Or Bur Bhavasva Uttar Pareniyam, which also means what? You're looking at a divine light. Muslims have a daily prayer. You also have a daily prayer. It's no different from anything else. I want to take 1 minute of your attention to recite the daily prayer of the Sikhs. And end of it, I want to ask you a simple question. Don't worry, very simple question. The daily prayer goes like this. Ek Omkar, there is one God. Satnam, pray, He is the truth. Karta Purak, He is the creator. Nirbhava, He is without fear. Nirvair, He is without favor. Akal Murat, He is timeless. Ajuni Saibhang, beyond birth and death. Gur Prasad, all with His blessings. Now I have to ask you this question. This simple prayer which we recite every day, the Mool Mantra, how is it different from the daily prayer of any other faith? Is it not the same? Is it not a universal message? As our Chairman of Minority Commission said, whether it's the Quran, whether it's the Bhagavad Gita, whether it's the Jandavasta, whether it's the Guru Granth Sahib, whether it's any prayer which any religion does, it is not different in any way. In fact, Father Lobo brought up a very different and very essential point. He's saying, are we religious leaders or are we spiritual leaders? I cannot claim to be a spiritual leader. I'm a religious leader. I belong to the Sikh community. But I want to make a small question. How do you differentiate between spirituality and religion? I would go one step and say there is something called faith and religion. I am born into a Sikh faith. So as a Sikh faith, it says, I believe in the Guru Granth Sahib. I believe in the teaching of the 10 Gurus. A Muslim born in a Muslim faith believes in the Quran. Similarly, the Christians believe in the Bible. What makes us different? The practice of faith. And for me, that is religion. For me, religion is the practice of faith. I go to practice my faith in a Gurdwara. Somebody goes to practice faith in a masjid. Somebody goes to practice faith in a church and to a temple. Here, I want to add another line here. How many of you have gone into a Gurdwara? Can you raise your hands? How many of you have gone to a Gurdwara? I see only 8 or 10, or maybe 12. I've had the privilege of going to a masjid. I've been to church numerous times as a student of St. Joseph's. I've gone to temples. I've gone to all these places of worship. When we say peace beyond borders, interfaith dialogue is one part. Other part is let's go and participate in that faith. What is wrong with that? Some few years back, I was standing outside a Gurdwara. So the gentleman standing outside and he was looking at the Gurdwara like this. I asked him, what are you doing here? He said, I'm just looking at the Gurdwara. I said, come in. He said, can I come in? I said, sure, you can come in. All you got to do is follow some basic things. Like Muslims, we cover our head when we go into the Gurdwara. We take off our shoes, we wash our feet. Similarly, a lot of these things are practiced in other faiths also. My message today is, when we look at interfaith dialogue, let's also look at participating in interfaith. You get to know real faith when you go inside a Gurdwara. One of the Muslim gentlemen came other day. In fact, some ladies also came. Somebody asked me, Muslims going to Gurdwara? I said, what's wrong? They call Guru Nanak as Dada Pir. He came inside, they sat down for a little while and listened to a kirtan. And they were amazed. It's a such beautiful rendition. It struck my soul. They said, we didn't understand really what was the words, but the way it was sung and the atmosphere, the emotions that I get. Let me tell you one thing. I get a similar emotion when I go to a church. I get a similar emotion when I go to a temple as I get in a Gurdwara. There is no difference. That's the way we should look at it. That's the way we should, when we say beyond borders, go cross that border, go to a temple. Cross that border, go to a masjid. Cross that border, go to a church, go to a Gurdwara, go to a Buddhist monastery. That is the message I want to leave you all with, that when we come today, talk of interfaith, let's understand each other. My speaking here may spark some thought in you. By saying a few words, may kindle some interest in you. Going there, believe me, will make much more difference than hearing to us. God bless you all. Thank you very much for the opportunity to talk to you.
Beyond interfaith dialogue, interfaith participation is the essence, as spoken by Vakil Saab. Thank you very much, sir, for your wonderful speech. Now it is felicitation time. Felicitation to Vakil Saab, the Zora from Maha Bodhi Society. Thank you, sir. Dodi. Jasbir Singh Dodi. Now, pardon? President. The ambassador. Next, I will call upon Venerable Ananda Banteji, General Secretary, Mahabodhi Society, for his devoted leadership in spreading the message of Buddha in word and deed. I call upon Venerable Ananda Banteji.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Triple Gem, homage to Most Venerable Bada Bhanteji, Acharya Buddha Rakita, our Bada Bhanteji, respected Venerable monks and all dignitaries and dear brothers and sisters. So you have heard many speeches. With every one of them is very meaningful and valuable and interesting. So I will not take much time, and I am here giving teachings every Sunday. So you have heard me a lot. So once again, I don't want to bore you. Our Bada Bhante ji, you started this Mahabodhi Society in 1956. And at that time, there was nobody known to him. He came here as totally unknown person. He came here without even seeing this place. He just landed and somebody guided him. This is your place. This is your land. So just empty land that he took it and developed this one. And one of the first things he did was to go to hospitals and give fruits and pray for the speedy recovery of the patients. No religion, no caste or anything, just out of compassion going to everybody. And one day he was doing this dana service and he heard in Victoria Hospital, he heard the very horrible cry of a woman, and instinctively he started inquiring and he went in search of what is happening. And then he saw that one lady was burnt and she was in such misery, almost it was like about to die. So then Bhante rushed to the director of the hospital and he told, doctor, do something, she is going to die. And then the doctor said, oh, we have done our best and our facilities are limited. So that this is all we can do. So when this discussion was going on, that lady died. So that it touched Bhante's heart so much that then and there he decided that he will build a dedicated hospital, specialty hospital for the burns. And that is how he took initiative, started going around collecting 50 paisa or naya paisa, ana, 1 ana, 2 ana, 4 anas, like that. Even small amount also, okay. Within 1 year, he built Mahabodhi Burn Center in Victoria Hospital. Why I narrated this was when Bhante did all this Dana service and this hospital and all this, where was the religion? Where was the division? Where was any consideration of color or caste or religion or anything? Nothing. It was pure Maitri, Karuna, and togetherness with everybody, beyond the border of limitation of, oh, this person is mine, that person is not mine. So borders are created in many ways in our minds. So that is what we have been hearing. So this is the spirit of our Mahabodhi Society since 69 years under the great guidance of our founder Acharya Buddha Rakita Bada Bhante ji. We have been running these activities, and he passed away 11 years back, and we have our most venerable Kasapa Maha Thera Bhante ji as our leader. So we are trying to do this and we teach this, and Maitri Bhavana, when we teach it is to all human beings, to all beings, to all devatas and nagas and all planes of existence. So this is going beyond borders and beyond all, even universal, real universal mind. So this is what we try to develop, and we deeply appreciate, I very deeply appreciate every one of you. What you have told is so meaningful, so valuable to keep in our mind. Don't worry about what your society says, what your social leaders, religious leaders, or this or that person tells to you and gives you certificate, tell you as a good fellow, bad fellow, or this fellow or that fellow. Look into your heart yourself. You give certificate yourself. Am I beyond borders, beyond limitations? Is my mind encompassing everybody into my love and care and respect? So that is the ultimate test you can do, and you can do real certificate. So with these words, I would like to conclude. And I would like to tell few words about a book which we are going to release now. This is Apadana Pali from Khuddaka Nikaya. Our founder, Venerable Acharya Buddha Rakita, started one very valuable project way back in 1982-83. That is called Kannada Tripitaka Granthamale Yojane. That is to translate the Pali Tripitaka books. Tripitaka means Vinaya Pitaka, Sutta Pitaka, Abhidhamma Pitaka, consisting of the entire teachings of Buddha, divided into three baskets. Pitaka is basket. So altogether, if we print in abridged form, even then 45 volumes of 300, 400, 500 pages each. That is in abridged form. If we print into full form, it runs into hundreds of volumes. So much is the teaching of Buddha in Pali language. So that Pali language we are transcribing into Kannada Lipi, first of all, and then translating into Kannada language. And this we extended to Telugu also. So in Kannada, I am very happy to inform that 38, now 40 volumes have been translated and published. And today we are releasing one of them. And it wouldn't have been possible without the help of Government of Karnataka. Minority Department has helped us immensely. So we are very, very grateful to the Minority Department and Government of Karnataka for supporting to print these Tripitaka books. And recently, the Government of India has recognized, so late, better late than never, it has been recognized as the classical language of India, Pali as the classical language of India. So we are grateful to our Prime Minister, our Government of India, Culture Ministry, and all those who have done. They now would like to support any projects taken by state governments or departments or NGOs who would like to promote and preserve Pali language and literature. So let us all join hands with this big work. Now I request Most Venerable Kassapa Bhanteji to come and release the book, and I request on Government of Karnataka, the President of, Chairman of Minority Commission, to please join and jointly release this volume. This is a very, very scholarly work. So this book is mainly transcribed version of Apadana Pali in Kannada, this one. Okay. Tumba ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ನಿಸಾರ್ ಅಹಮದ್ ಜಿ. for representing government because you have given the grants. Thank you very much. Yes, our director of our Mahabodhi Research Center, Venerable Buddha Datta Banteji, he is also the organizing committee chairman for our Buddha Jayanti programs. 43 programs have been organized in 7 days. Not a small thing. 43 programs. So, Mahabodhi Research Center is running 6 months certificate course, 1 year diploma course in Buddhist studies, and PhD course, research in Buddhist studies. Some PhD scholars are there. We have our chairman, Venerable Buddha Datta Banteji, and our senior professor Ramchandraji, who is also the senior guide, and a team of guides who are doing this. And this program, we would like to expand to undergraduate, graduate, postgraduate, all levels of courses in Pali and Buddhist studies. So we are very grateful to Mahabodhi Research Center for undertaking this very valuable translation project of Kannada Tripitaka Granthamala. The same thing in Hyderabad, it is happening, Telugu Tripitaka Granthamala. There also we have published 18 volumes. So this ancient wisdom in modern languages is coming. That was one of our Bada Bante's wishes. So with this, I will conclude. Namo Buddhaya.
Thank you, Venerable Ananda Banteji, the General Secretary of Great Mahabodhi Society, who is working day in and day out and established 22 units all over India and also one more unit in abroad. With the Sangha, Bhikkhu Sangha, help of the Sangha, great work is happening in respect of the spread of Dhamma all over the world. Now, on behalf of the Mahabodhi Research Center, we are releasing one article. The title of the article is Beauty Lies in the Mind of the Beholder. It is not beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. It is beauty lies in the mind of the beholder, because whether in Buddhism we have these materiality elements, subatomic particle called Atta Kalapa. Okay, 8 subatomic particles are there. One of the particle is Vanna. How this through meditation we can see these colors, and the color is not created anything, etc. It is all about in a scientific manner. This article has been written. It is available for free. Okay, you can collect from the authorities outside at the desk counter. Okay, we will keep it in the desk. At the desk, you can collect. Beauty lies in the minds of the beholder. That is the title of this article from Mahabodhi Research Center. Dhammadana. Now, presidential remarks. Honoring of the spiritual leaders. It is time to honor all the religious leaders from Mahabodhi Society. Yeah. Venerable.
Yeah, so we have a very energetic Maha Upasaka, whom we should not forget to honor. So I would request our Kasapa Mahathera, President Bante, to honor first of all Professor Ramchandra sir, please, conducting the program, and then Ji Banteji, please. Divya. Thank you very much, Dr. Professor Ramchandra Ray. Next, I would request Shri Harshavardhan sir to come forward and receive our thanks on behalf of Mahabodhi Society. You have been working and supporting and guiding us for this celebration. Please come forward and receive the honor. Next, I would request Dr. B.V. Rajaram, a very senior devotee and also the director for Karnataka translation to Kannada language. Please come forward. Take your time, young man. Next, I would request our brother from Sikh, a very person that I look up to, Baljit Singh. Please come forward and receive this. Though you have not shared any point of view on this talk, but we honor your presence and request you to come and receive this honor. Likewise, I also request our brother Manpreet Singh. Yeah. Yes, sir. I would also like to take this opportunity to call Advocate Mehdi Saab. Please come and receive the blessing as well as the thank you for coming and giving your precious time. सॉरी भाई वकील नहीं है मेरे से झूठ हो गया माफ कीजिए डॉक्टर है डॉक्टर भी नहीं है तो सॉरी पंडित जी मेहदी साहब को ऑनर कीजिए And I also request Dr. Rajendra sir, Upasaka, and a mentor at Mahabodhi Research Center. Please give a big round of applause to our Dr. Rajendra. He is also a Dhammachari. A very happy birthday to
His
you,
birthday.
sir.
So we wish you a very
what a
happy
wonderful
birthday.
day.
Manpreet, very happy
On behalf of entire Mahabodhi and all other communities that have gathered here, we wish you a long life and a bright mind. Happy birthday, sir.
Rajendra sir आइए. Yeah. And भी करना है जी.
Dr. Rajendra, sir, please. आप इनको ऑनर कीजिए मनते हाँ प्लीज Dr. Rajendra sir, please come on the stage and receive the honor. Sharat sir, please send the mementos. Yeah, please be. I request.
ಶರತ್ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ಕೊಡಪ್ಪ. ಬ್ಯಾಗ್. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಮುಂದೆ ಕುಂತವ್ರೆ ಶರತ್. ಬ್ಯಾಗ್ ದಿಯಾ.
May I request Dr. Srimati Tulsi Lakshmi, who have come all the way from Chennai, to also come and receive the memento. Okay. गला में डालिए. हाँ. Yeah, may I also request our coordinator, Shri Sharat Kumar, to come forward and receive the blessing. You have been the man behind this seminar, silently running around and working and making sure that all the people are here. Davetu munde ban receive Marri. So we are coming to the end of this seminar and the dialogue. We have only few things to finish, and we have a question and answer session. If you have any question, you can ask. Thank you very much, Banteji. So we have a question and answer. We can take 2 questions. But before that, I have a question. Are you hungry? So, as you are hungry, we will only take 2 questions. Anybody can ask 2 questions, and then word of thanks and the end of this program.
Satyaji, let us honor Vajraji also.
Dear, if you have a question, you should ask to whom you are asking and what is your question, okay?
Then we will have vote of thanks from Rajendra, and then we conclude. Yeah. You should particularly say whom you would like to ask
Yes,
questions,
yes.
whether Bante or father or our Vakil Sahab, whom you want to.
Namo Buddhaya to everyone. I'm Shubhangini. My question is to Mr. Najeem Ahmed sir. We all heard about this Gaza, Palestine, India, Pakistan, conflict. But in earlier time, there was a conflict in Japan and China. There was a conflict when US invaded Vietnam. Now Vietnam is the second largest exporter to US. This change, the peace happened between these 2 sectors, can we reflect in a current situation when now religion is a third vector is added to the conflict within the humans? So how can we do that? This question to you.
Excuse me, can you clarify? I could not make out what exactly your question is.
Yeah, the current conflict is between Gaza and Palestine. Currently means Israel and Palestine, India and Pakistan. So this is a conflicting situation. This same conflicting situation earlier was between China and Japan, and It was between US and Vietnam. US invaded Vietnam. In the current situation, Vietnam is the second biggest exporter to the US. So they made a peace with the situation. What happened in the past, they overcome the situation and now they are a coalition government. Currently, if you see the international platforms, even US, Trump and Saudi Arabia prince are friends. But we are not. So what we should do so that our blood should spill less?
It's a very complicated question, and simple answers cannot be given from this stage. I don't think we are all qualified to answer such international questions. We are yet to understand each other locally. We are talking about globally. So it is a different context at all. So basically, the message which is given from this platform should address this conflict, question of brotherhood, love, understanding, peace, all these things. Definitely, if, as Father Lobo said, from religion to spirituality, oneness of our soul, oneness of our personalities, oneness of our spirits, if this message is conveyed through this platform, this gathering, I think this will take care of these problems which the individual, the society, and the internationally, whatever the issues are, that can be taken care of. Thank you.
We are all here trying to spread peace, right? That's why we are working. You know, there are people who want war, especially the arms and ammunition industry. They want war. They're motivated by the politicians. Shall we put pressure on these politicians, especially America and other countries who produce arms and ammunition to kill humans? Do we need arms and ammunition to kill humans? And we talk. And we bring peace. It's only economic and political agenda. Can we stop it? We can stop war.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Father. I hope that is clear. Thank you very much, Father.
Last question. Thank you very much.
Vote of thanks. We request Dr.
Dr.
Rajendra.
Rajendra Avrinda.
We have
So today, hello, 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 is it audible? Hello, hello, hello. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. Salutation to Acharya Buddha Rakita Banteji, the founder president of Maha Bodhi Society. Respected Guru Banteji, Kashyapa Banteji, the president of Maha Bodhi Society. Respected Ananda Banteji, the general secretary of Maha Bodhi Society, and our respected Buddha Dhamma Banteji, the research center director, and all the distinguished guests and the distinguished guests in the off the dais, and all dear upasakas and upasikas and respected venerable monks. Today, it has been a privilege to show a gratitude to a part of this wonderful interfaith dialogue, that is the Peace Beyond Borders. The interfaith dialogue organized by Mahabodhi Research Center, it was a true dream of our beloved Acharya Buddharakita Banteji to establish the full-fledged University of Mahabodhi Pali and Theravada Research Center. It was started with a diploma course from hands of Acharya Buddharakita Banteji, presently running diploma and PhD courses. Now it is moving forward towards establishing degree and master degree courses. On behalf of Mahabodhi Research Center, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to our Guru Bante, Kashyapa Bante, for his presiding on this auspicious program. Thank you very much, Kashyapa Banteji, for this wonderful occasion we have seated here. And the Father Victor Logo, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, St. Joseph University, Father expressed some of the words of bhikkhus, bhikkhunis of different religion seek in the levels of spirit. Religion for divide, but spirit for unite. So I thank for Vice Chancellor Father Victor Logo for this auspicious program. And Swami Bodhi Swarupananda, ಅವರು ಸಹ ಹಲಸೂರು ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ಮಠದಿಂದ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದ್ದರು. ಅವರು ತುರ್ತು ಕೆಲಸದ ನಿಮಿತ್ತ he has go back. So once again I show our sincere gratitude to our beloved Swami Swarupananda Swamiji also. Swamiji has many faith, in so many faith, but goal is only one for liberation. This is the word Swamiji is says. How to see God? Nane Rushi, Nane Guru, Deve Kaya. That is the Swamiji told. Who are you to show compassion? No, you serve the humanity. This is the Swami Swarupananda's words. And I sincere gratitude to Nisar Ahmad sir, Karnataka Minority Commission chairman. Buddha Purnima Shubhashayಗಳನ್ನ ತಿಳಿಸೋದ್ರ ಮುಖಾಂತರ as a Muslim holy book is our text. It is called Revelation from the Creator. We are children of one faith and one mother. So that is the words taught by our beloved Minorities Commission Nisar Ahmad sir. Thank you very much for this wonderful occasion we have gathered here. And our Priyanka Karge sir, that is the ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಪಂಚಾಯತ್ ರಾಜ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಇದ್ರು, ರೂರಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪಂಚಾಯತ್ ರಾಜ್. ಯು ಕುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು attend the program because of some busy schedule in Gulbarga. On behalf of him, our senior most Rajaram sir came and expressed his words of minister. ಮಾನವ ಜನಾಂಗಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊಸ ಹಾದಿ, ಜಾತಿ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಸಂಕೋಲೆಗಳಿಗೆ ತೊಡಗಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಹೊಸ ಬೆಳಕನ್ನು ನೀಡಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಮಹಾಬೋಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ಬುದ್ಧರಕಿತ ಬಂತೇಜಿ ಅವರು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ದಟ್ ಪಾಲಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಥೇರವಾದ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್. ಇದರ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಮಹಾಬೋಧಿ ಬುದ್ಧ ವಿಹಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅನೇಕ ಕೆಲಸ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳು ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಪಬ್ಬಜ್ಜ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಒಂದು ವಾರದಿಂದ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟೆಡ್. ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳನ್ನು ಅವರು ತಿಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಸಹ ನಾವು ಅನಂತ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸುಯಾ ಸಿನಿಧಿ ಜಿ ಅಮೀರ್, ಈ ಸುಯಾ ಸಿನಿಧಿ, ಎಸ್, very inspiring words that she told. Happiness depends on mind, world of action to with the world of action to with the world of reflection. So what is the word of action? Actually it is the words of reflection from our mind. That is the words of Soya Sinidhi madam. Universal law is same in all religion. Reflecting on your own, tame your mind and emotion. That is the words of Soya Sinidhi madam. And ahimsa, intolerance, non-violence, and Newton law she expressed, and aneka ananta word, that is the tolerance, and minimal of parigrahana, the purity, say detach from attachment, that is the word. And the fourth one is Kshama, that is the forgiveness, that is in our today's peace word, she expressed that. And thank you very much, madam, for this wonderful occasion you have gathered here and valuable words to show your valuable words. And Sri Shariyar D. Vakil sir also attended this wonderful program. Vice President Parishat Anjuma, that is in also Bengaluru. Words was with God and God with world. World was with God and God with world. Dark clouds of war, that is the sir's word. So in war, that is the dark cloud, that is the ignorance. People are ignorance with doing the wars. That is the word he expressed. Evil forces we have to stop. Good thoughts we have to develop. Words and deeds, by thoughts, by words and deeds we have to purify our mind. This is the words of our Shreyas D. Vakil sir. Thank you very much, sir, for your presence here. And this is our privilege to show our gratitude. And Sri Jaspin Singh Doddi Adhyaksaru, Guru Singh Sabha, Halasuru, Bengaluru. One creator created this life, universe, from whom one we to judge God. So whom we have to judge the God? Spirituality and religion, that is the Sikh faith. Practice of faith, that is religion. Participate in the faith, all need. So we belongs to one religion, but we should unite with other religion, participate with other religious dialogues. So there we are establishing the faith. Thank you very much, sir, for showing these wonderful words. And Puja Venerable Ananda Banteji, ನಮ್ಮ 21 ಸೆಂಟ್ರದ್ದು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಬೋನ್, ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್. ಇವತ್ತು ಇಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಮಹಾಬೋಧಿ ಸೆಂಟರ್ನ ಬೆಳೆಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ಬುದ್ಧರಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಬಂತೇಜಿಯವರ ಕನಸನ್ನು ನೆನಸನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾರಣ ನಮ್ಮ ವೆನರಬಲ್ ಆನಂದ ಬಂತೇಜಿ ಅವರು. ದ ಹೆಮ್ಟಿ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ಅವರು ಒಂದು 2-3 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಬಂತೆ ಕೇಮ್ ವಿತ್ ಹೆಮ್ಟಿ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ದಿ ಹೆಮ್ಟಿ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್, but develop a mighty land. That is the Ananda Banteji's words. So today 21 centers with all well-known scholars, monks are all over the India and also in the abroad, developing this institution to fulfill the dreams of Acharya Buddharakita Banteji. We are so lucky to have such kind of center in the Bangalore. Thank you very much, Ananda Banteji, for expressing your heartfelt words on this place. And our research director, so Ananda Bante, he already told about there are 40 programs he was conducted since from 1 week of Bodhi Saptaha days. So today is the one of the interfaith dialogue, peace beyond the border. So it is very, very required, because in India and Pakistan also facing the same, that is the suffering. So this interfaith peace has to send to the border for bringing and establishing the peace and harmony. So that is the today our Buddha Dhamma Banteji made this wonderful program. And thank you very much, Banteji, for this program you have organized. Thank you very much. And there are so many distinguished guests of the dais who sat. Baljit Singh ji, Majid Singh sir, and Dr. Mohdi Singh sir. And thank you very much for attending this interfaith dialogue program. Thank you very much, sir. And another one more. In the beginning only he welcomed everyone. And our that is Upasaka Sri Harshavardhan Umre, ex-IRS and former Commissioner of Customs and GST, Government of India. He was also expressed so many words with telling about the equality, fraternity, freedom to establish in the human community. That is more important. Thank you very much, Umre sir, for giving such a wonderful words for during this occasion. And finally, and gathering. It is most important. Without gathering, nothing to do on this dais. So all our venerable monks are gathered here, and thank you very much all the venerable monks for made this program very successful. Thank you very much. And finally, dear and our beloved Upasaka and Upasikas, Maha Upasikas, and Dr. Doke sir also sat in front of the program. And thank you very much. All the distinguished guests and all the dear Upasaka and Upasik made this program so wonderful. Thank you very much.
Okay, before we disperse, we will have a group pictures together with all our esteemed delegates. Yeah.
ಕೊನೆಯದಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಮಚಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ ಅವರು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಮಾಡರೇಷನ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ನಡೆಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟದ್ದು ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಸಹ ನಾನು ಅನಂತ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. And Vajira sir, please come. Our Rajaram sir and Sharath. The others, you please come. Sri Lankan Anandapati, please come on the dais. Please join with us. I request. Thank you for providing me.
We have food arranged for the public. Food is served outside. Food is arranged, Vajira? Outside. And for the guest, we will have to go to dining hall. I will accompany with you. Okay, here we conclude. Namo Buddhaya. Please attend tomorrow program, everybody.
Dear Bantes and dear Upasakas, we have blood donation camp. The blood donation camp will be organized here. Okay,